Hi, this is Vampire May, and I will be doing a review on the new updates that came out because I'm bored mostly. So that new poll. Personally, I actually think all those items are really retarded to recolor. Um, but since I voted, I will not tell you what I voted for. It seems that the dark bow is winning, which I don't know. I personally think the dark bow looks pretty cool, but yeah, currently it's dark bow, crucible, infinity rose, Robin Hood hat, lunar attire, pet rock, and lunar staff. We'll see how that goes as more people vote. Because right now there's only about 22,000, 23,000 votes, so I guess it'll get there. I don't know. I personally think all those items are retarded to recolor. I mean, the whip, okay. Okay, but dark bow? Really? Alright, and then the other recent update was the familiarization, which is the newest distraction and diversion. Um, okay. Yeah, okay. So the article goes, have you, ever had an out-of-body experience? Quite honestly. I kind of have, and I actually do experience them rather frequently, which I probably should be more shocked at than I should be, I'm crazy, but whatever. Well, back to the article. Well, you will have you will have after undergoing the process of familiarization, the act of mentally projecting yourself into the spirit plane. The druids of Taverley need people to undergo this process and then gather resources from the spirit plane, from which the druids create spirit shards. I better get some flippin' discounts on spirit shards then. Although while avoiding the resident familiars, summoning pouch components for temporary triple charm drops are up for grabs for any who lend their brain. Okay. Like other distractions and diversions, you will need to find out where it is, for which your best bet is having a chat with Pitch of Six. That's the most retarded name ever. I'm sorry. Pitch of Six in Towerley. He'll be able to give you some indication of the location of his new apprentice, Pigeon Mix. Really? Okay, I'm not even going to go there. This will typically be at whichever summoning mini obelisk is currently active, through which you'll be able to project your mind once per week. Where to start familiarization? Look for any small summoning obelisks that are sparkling. If you have trouble finding one, Pitch of Sits entirely will give you a rough idea of where to look. There aren't requirements to play it. I'm going to give it a try, and I'll start recording again when that happens. But okay. In other news, the unfinished Death Its Ballad potion now has a make all option, as does add Garla to stat restore potions. Cool. The bone key from Child Village can be attained again if you destroyed it, speak to Yanni for a replacement. The Staff of Light can now be lent out. Well, kudos to the Staff Light, and kudos for Yanni. So I'm going to read a little bit more about rewards. Okay, so the rewards from familiarization is in the knowledge base is once you've returned to RuneScape, you can give reward for pick and mix. You can choose between a blessing that grants you luck with charm drops, or to receive some ingredients to use in infusing summoning pouches. If you choose lucky charms for up to the next 40 minutes of in-game time, any charm drops that you will receive will be tripled. If you go to the ingredients, you'll randomly receive a box of items that can be used to infuse pouches. What item or items you receive and in what quantity is based upon your current summoning level and how many piles of raw shards you manage to collect from the spirit plane. If you enter the spirit plane again before taking a reward, however, you will only be able to hold on to the maximum of 30 piles of raw shards from your last trip. Any more than this than you previously collected will be lost, so it might be more prudent to take your reward before entering Spirit Blade again. Begin mix will give you a fair warning if this is the case. So I guess I should have read the rest of the article to understand what that was about. Whoa. So your form immediately opposed by so yeah, I'm going to yeah, I think I'm just going to dive right into this because this actually looks somewhat interesting for a change. Even though something doesn't entirely interest me. Why am I already? Oh, sorry, I'm already logged in. So I will start recording again when I get to that place. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be there, but oh well. Might as well do my part to do Runescape. So I will, I guess, see y'all later.